Facebook Marketplace has to be one of the largest cesspools of garbage, especially when it comes to used cars. If you guys have ever searched for a used car on Facebook Marketplace, you know that you just come across so much junk and so many dummy dum-dums that think that they have literal gold mines underneath their cheeks. Today we're going to look at a few clowns when they're not working at a kid's birthday parties, or I guess investing their times into cars, and we're going to see if their builds are worth what they're asking. Anyways, guys, a couple questions. First things first, do you guys miss the face cam? Let me know. Now that I'm all like settled into my new pad, I do have my mount set up, but I don't really use it. It's a little bit more relaxing to not use it, so let me know down below. And also, big announcement, Mustang is going into the shop. Probably as you guys are watching this video, I am driving in. We are getting some new stuff installed, and it's gonna be rowdy. It's gonna be some nutty stuff after that. If you're excited, subscribe, and let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, first car is a 2014 Scion FRS Coupe 2-door. First things first, he made the biggest mistake by purchasing a Scion FRS. Now he's trying to recoup some of that money that he lost by asking $21,000 for this build, and he kindly provided us a nice video. So let's just take a look at the video really quick. It might be like a little idle video. Let's see. Yeah, it's about as wimpy as one would think a Scion FRS sounds. Didn't sound good whatsoever, but what did we expect? Alright, this first video, though, is letting us know that this guy is brain dead. He's got canards on the rear, he's got a giant wing, he's got exhaust pipes that could be used as pocket pieces. Oh, and he's got a great shot of it as well. Now, I do like the color, I'm not going to lie. The color I am a fan of, and even the wheels, they work with it really well. It just seems like everything else he did to this car kind of takes away from it. All the aero he put on this car is a bit overdone. One would hope with all this aero that he actually did track this car, and maybe we'll see in his description that he did, but I highly doubt it. He's got what looks like a bunch of carbon fiber overlays in the interior. This doesn't look like your run-of-the-mill carbon fiber wrap. This actually looks like some stick-on carbon fiber pieces. He's got an aftermarket steering wheel from, I believe it's D&D, and I looked at these before I bought mine, and their locking mechanism kind of sucks. I believe they rattle around a lot. Also has what looks like a backup cam in his rearview mirror, giant subwoofer, and back to the first slide of that poor sounding exhaust. I'm not going to torture you guys by making you listen to it one more time. But yeah, looks like a whole lot of aero. And where aero can be useful, like I said previously, I highly doubt this thing has ever seen a track. Maybe a canyon once or twice in its lifetime. But for the most part, I bet this was a cruiser and just something that you take to park and shows, which is fine. But see, most of us boys here would consider that a little ricey, you know, trying to make it look cool, but not actually drive it cool. No. Not gonna let that slide today, mister. Anyways, let's read his description really quick. Up for sale is my Scion FRS. Believe me when I say this baby turns heads everywhere I go. Selling because I've lost interest in the car and want to go a different route. Price is negotiable and open to trades. Ask me any questions about the car and I will answer ASAP. Mods: ARP carbon fiber front lip. Sick. Carbon fiber canards. Awesome. Carbon fiber custom skirts. I don't know why I added custom in there. I'm dyslexic. Spec D headlights and taillights. Work X JDM Concept GT5 1P powder coated white with gold flake. Australian market, not sold in US. It's like the only thing that he has that's kind of cool on the car. JDM Racing extended lug nuts, coilovers with camber plates, drilled and slotted rotors, cold air intake, flash tuner, custom exhaust, NRG hub, and D&D wheel. RB style carbon fiber wing, Android head unit. sorry, moving on. Full sound system and bass, carbon fiber interior, blah, 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 blah. Half roll cage with 5-point harness and bucket seats. Oh, 4 bucket seats. Does he even have bucket seats? Did he even show them? Did not show nothing in the interior. So like I said, this looks like it could be tracked, but just based on what we're seeing, I doubt it. It's possible. And if he did, cool. But I also feel bad for the people that attended that track day and had to get stuck behind this in corners. I mean, I feel like a Honda Odyssey could pass this shit. Not only that, but then they got to listen to it too. Anyways, how much is he asking? 21,000. It doesn't have that many miles, but it is a Scion, and he up-badged it to a Toyota. Get out of here, you goofy goober. Drew, it's pretty much the same thing, dude. Grow up. He bought the Scion. He's got to live with it. Let's move on. What would I pay for this? Nothing. I wouldn't want this. It's not the worst thing ever. It just looks like if Cosmo from the Fairly Odd Parents turned into a car. Next car. 2007 Dodge Charger. $9,000. This is what I wanted my first car to be. I'm not going to lie. I wanted a Dodge Charger. because at the time my dad said, no, you can't have a coupe. Coupe means sports car, and you're stupid, so you can't have that. So I was like, all right, what's kind of a sports car sedan? And this is like the first thing that came to mind. And I probably would have made it look like this because I was an idiot. Luckily, I am no longer an idiot. That's why I think it's okay to clown on people like this, because I know their thought process. I was in the same boat. Anyways, let's take a look at this bad boy. He's got a Punisher crash bar up front. He's got a giant RT badge on there, flexing that he bought the base model. Drew, they didn't make a Hellcat version. They did make an SRT version, so there's that. Anyways, he has a giant intake, a Ram intake sticking through the hood, which looks like he chopped himself because it's not centered at all. And then he has some cooling vents. It's kind of funny because he has this vent in the hood that definitely goes nowhere, and then he has the vent sticking out, which I'm questioning if they're real. Well, I guess we'll see in a second. He's got a zombie outbreak response team. Every fucking low IQ human being seems to put that on their car. He's got window louvers, which look good on other sports cars, but not Dodge Chargers, that's for sure. I can't even really hound on him for it being an automatic. I don't think they made these in manuals. What the hell happened to your damn center console, bro? What the fuck went on here? Got a couple self-tappers, some aftermarket gauges. I'll tell you what, I would not trust the wiring job that is behind this panel. You already know it looks like a rat's nest. Dude's ass hair is probably cleaner than the wiring behind this panel. That is dangerous right there. Fire hazard alert. Anyways, he spray painted his center console as well. Thought we should toss that in there. And he's got some musty clothes in the back seat. That's great. Yeah, just what we want to smell. Yeah, cool. Said 6th graders. Yeah, that's awesome, bro. Zombie outbreak response team. Zombies were cool back in 2007. They're not really the trend no more. That's why The Walking Dead ended. Let's read his description. Looking to trade for a Dynaglide or a Fat Boy. Hood scoop works as a shaker intake. Lots of extra parts, winter tires, hoods, exhaust, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, at least he'll hook up probably all the stock parts so you can make this look like a normal fucking car again. That's great. I mean, everything I would say is reversible. Like, let's just imagine this. You put on the stock hood. I would actually keep on the crash bar. Why not? If some idiot pulls out in front of you, teach him a lesson. Take off the zombie outbreak sticker and the window louvers and call it a day. You could even leave on the window louvers. That's not even the biggest crime here. I think just the front end is. Whatever went on here, remove it. Definitely remove it. For $9,000, ooh, damn, 275,000 kilometers? Christ, I didn't know Mopars could last that long. All right, well, maybe it's not a good deal, but it's definitely reversible, which is the best thing. Let me know what you think, though. Actually, on second thought, I remember that it has a rat nest wiring system thing behind there, so probably don't touch that. Stay away from this. Moving on. Next car, 2000s Honda Civic, $8,000 on OfferUp. And honestly, I mean, for a stanced Civic, it's not that bad. And the compliments kind of end there. Like, the interior looks clean. It looks well intact. It's OEM. It doesn't look like a shitbox. And the rest of the car, for it being a stance car, I mean, he achieved it. He did it well, you know? It's not destroyed. It looks still drivable. If you're into this style, this totally works. And that's where the compliments end. That's it. The color isn't that bad, too. I mean, it's a little boring. Nardo gray is a little boring, but it's not that bad. At the end of the day, it is a Honda Civic, and I think he did achieve in making the Honda Civic look a little better. Now let's talk about everything else, though. Okay, so I already know people are going to shit on me. Drew, you're really going to talk about this stance car, bro? You remember your Super used to be on reps, bro? You remember that? I already know those comments are coming. This dude is on reps. This dude's on JNCs, okay? So I think it's okay. I think it's safe to say that it's okay to clown on this guy right here, okay? Now, I don't blame him for putting JNCs on the Honda Civic. I would not put more expensive wheels on my car than the car itself. It'd be like, this is a $5,000 car, maybe a little bit more in today's market, sadly. But at the end of the day, it should be about a $5,000 car based on how clean it is. I would not put $5,000 wheels on a $5,000 car. That just sounds stupid. Once they steal this, and they will, now they've got $10,000 in value. If they steal this with the JNCs, ain't nobody gonna cry. Ain't nobody gonna cry at all. Let's go ahead and read his build list. He has a big one. All right, he's testing the waters. Engine is raised. That's good, so he doesn't destroy it, I guess. Passes smog. No lights on. OEM motor. D16A single cam. 143,000 miles on it, which, I mean, it is a Honda. It's not that bad. This car could be a daily driven. It's not a good sentence. I'm only planning on giving it up because I want something more big 4 doors. These sentences are making me think I'm dumber than I actually am, but I'm not. Things I've put on car recently. New gas cap, $8. Oh boy, here we go. He's one of these people. Rear eBay camber kits, $35. Sketch, okay. Front camber kits, Skunk 2 Pro Series. Okay, so why are the rears so cheap? J&C wheels, $937. I just want to let you know that you can buy real RPF ones, real Enkei Japanese RPF ones for less than that. I think I got my RPF ones for $800. I think they were like 100 something or 200 a pop. So this guy bought reps for more than an actual Japanese wheel. Now these probably look a little cooler in some people's opinion, but I mean at the end of the day they are J&Cs and I would not trust my life with them, so there's that. It's got a catback system and window tint. It also has a lot more stuff, which he listed, and he also listed the labor prices of some shit, so he's one of those guys. But I just want to let you know, you're not going to get all your money back. That's not how cars work. That's not how modifying cars work. You never expect your money back. Now, I don't think he's asking that unreasonable of a price. I mean, $8,000 isn't that bad. But at the end of the day, it's a stock slammed static Civic. You know, like, how much is someone really willing to spend for this thing? I think it's a good $5,000 or $6,000 car based on him using a lot of cheap parts for it. 8,000 is a bit of a stretch. That's on the higher end in my opinion, but it is a clean EK. I will give you props on that. It is clean. It is in good shape. Good job. Take off that fucking wing. That's an air brake. That's not a wing. God, that's ugly. Moving on. All right, next car. 2006 Toyota Corolla XRS sedan, $7,000. And he's on some RPF ones. Look at that. He got the memo. He said these are the best cheap Japanese wheel you can buy. Great. Anyways, for $7,000, this is what you get right here. This bad boy right here. This is a race machine. This is one Lambo killer, if you ask me. You can tell it's sick and it's a sleeper because nobody's looking at it. They're all in the background hanging out. They don't suspect this little Corolla to have a lot of power, and neither would I, and neither would the owner, because it definitely does not. It's got an intake and like dreadlocks, I guess, some red dreadlocks underneath the hood. Cool, I guess. Yeah, awesome. Oh, it also has a red battery tie down and red radiator cap and oil cap and a bunch of stickers. Every sticker. Just in case you forgot, it had that part on the car. Sick bucket seats, bro. Dude, sometimes when I'm pulling into the grocery store parking lot, the driveway's a little too steep and I get tossed around in my seat, bro. Gotta have the harness bar equipped. If not, dude, it's a wild ride, bro. I mean, like, I'm all for, like, having fun with your car, and, like, at the end of the day, it is his money, you know, you can do what you want, but I just feel like, with the amount of money he probably did put into this car, he probably could have just bought a nicer car. Like, some people might really like these Corollas, but what I have a feeling the common issue is with a lot of people that end up with cars that look like this is, they get this car, like, when they get their license, or when they graduate, like, kind of as a gift from their parents, and then they just say, fuck it, I'll just start modifying this, instead of like keeping this as the daily and then buying the race car. I mean, I was one of those people. I had the V6 Mustang. I was trying to modify it. And then I was like, this makes no sense. At the end of the day, I'm not going to like this car. Why don't I just use this car as a daily until I get my real car? And that's what happened. And it was great. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong with it. I mean, someone in the comments might say, Drew, that 2006 Corolla, man, those motors are really stout. Like, those things are some really powerful machines. That's almost like a baby Supra motor. Like, there's always that one person that says some dumb shit like that, and truly thinks that this is like the shit. And there's nothing wrong with that. You could totally 100% like this car. I just think that he could have spent his money better elsewhere. But if he really does love this car, props to him. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You can love whatever kind of cars you want. I love some pretty stupid cars, so there ain't nothing wrong with it. I just think it was a bad financial decision. That's it. Anyways, it also has 282,000 miles, so for it having that many miles, he does have it in really good shape. That is way more miles than I would expect in a car that looks this clean. So if you're watching this and you are the owner, I've kept it in really good shape, and it's not nearly as bad as the first two, so there's that. Just go buy an Aristo, though. You would love that way more. Maybe that's what he's doing. Oh, wait, let's read his description, actually. Last car, 1984 Chevrolet Corvette, $2,800. True, you're really just going to make fun of this guy because his paint job's weathered? No. No. That's not why I'm going to make fun of this guy. Not at all. You are 100% wrong. I'm going to make fun of this guy because he tried to convert it into a Ferrari Testarossa. That's one hell of a wide body kit there, Chief. Good job. Good job. He really put Testarossa underneath the hood, too. Like, Jesus Christ, guy. Like, Isn't there a clip going around of a C8 Corvette trying to look like a Ferrari too? Like, dude, you have a C8 Corvette. A lot of people love those cars. Like, why are you still not happy with yourself to the point to where you need to fake it and make it into a Ferrari? Same with this guy. Now, I mean, this is an old 84, and who knows when the actual job was done, but come on, guys. Like, just be happy. Be happy that you're able to even have a car. Some people are stuck with bicycles. Some people are stuck with scooters, and some people are stuck with G35s. You know, be happy that you're not one of them. Don't try to transform your car into something it ain't, because it's gonna look fucking stupid like this guy. And it also looks abandoned as well, which I wouldn't doubt, because who really wants this? I love how it also says Testarossa, and then you just see the Corvette fucking flags right there. Oh god, people are stupid. Anyways, yeah, I just thought I'd throw this in because people are dumb. If you want a Ferrari Corvette Testarossa, yeah, $2,800. Awesome, great. I'm done. Anyways, guys, hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, please let me know down below. I will be dropping off my Mustang, so sorry if this video was a little rushed. I have to wake up early and go take it in. I can't wait to get it back, and hopefully she'll be popping wheelies. We shall see. Anyways, subscribe, and until next video, peace.